God let me spend some time in the field of children to kind of relax. And then he transported me to another place. So this place was very different. It was unlike any place I had ever seen before. It looked like this huge warehouse, and it was filled, the whole ground of the warehouse was covered with piles and mountains of precious gems, like all of these different precious stones and gold and silver. And so there were windows, and the light coming in the windows were just all of these precious gems were glittering, and it was just amazingly beautiful. And I was just kind of standing there, just in awe, looking at this. I've never seen anything like this before. It was like a storehouse of all of these precious gems. And I could feel God's presence back with me. And like, what is this, God? And I could feel him kind of gesture that I should examine some of these stones more closely. So I leaned down and kind of put my hand in, the closest pile of gemstones and pulled up a pile of them closer to my face. And I'm looking, and they are exquisitely beautiful, like all these different colors, and the light is just glistening through them in different shapes. And I've never seen anything so amazing. And so God let me know, as he does, that what I was seeing in this big storehouse was that every time on earth that the Holy Spirit works through somebody, like through a believer, and they reach out to someone and they give some sort of gift of love, Holy Spirit love, to someone. It could be anything. It could be, just reaching out to someone, encouraging someone, serving someone somehow, giving somebody a message, or, it's me sharing these podcasts, anything like that, where it is used to encourage someone or to point to Jesus, to worship Jesus, that it creates one of these precious stones in this big storehouse in heaven. And so God let me know that this particular handful that I had lifted up was actually my stones. And as I'm looking at it in wonder, he's reminding me, so I can pick up a stone and he'll say, okay, here's when you did this. Here's when you reached out to that person. Here's when you forgave that person. Here's when you did this, and so it was just amazing. And so God reminded me also, it's not just every time we give something to someone else. Love is the key word here. So it's love, the love of the Holy Spirit that creates these beautiful gems. But it's also when we worship. So anytime we worship God and we, just express our love for God, that creates these gemstones as well. And so something that I love to do, I'm a rock collector. So I love rocks, especially around here, because in Southwest Missouri where I live, we get a lot of Formica rocks and rocks that are like geodes, and they have all these crystals in them. So when you're hiking around here, if the sun shines the right way, the whole path, the whole trail will often just kind of glitter and glisten with these sparkly rocks. And I just love them. And so I'm always collecting little rocks, So usually by the end of my hike, I have a pocket full of rocks, and then I bring them back and I've got them scattered all over next to the house. So anyway, but I worship God when I'm in nature. So when I'm in the woods, that's my favorite place to be, because I feel the presence of God more strongly there than any other place in the world, even at church. And my reason is because I just delight in how beautiful God's creation is. So I love to be surrounded by things that are only God-made and not man-made. That's why I don't like cities as much. And it's not a new agey thing. I'm not worshiping nature. I worship God through his creation because I delight in his creation. And so while I'm looking at these stones, God was showing me, okay, when you were there and doing that hike and praising me, here's the stone for that. And he let me see into his heart. And he let me see that how much he's blessed and how much he delights when his children worship him like this, like through nature. And when we admire his creation and see this beauty that he has created. So anyway, it was just so wonderful.